We back. All right. Oh, we live? Okay. All right. Let's get it. Greetings, kings. You know what? Hold up. Let me get the lighting right. This is Khzzari Wood over here. You feel me? Little Khzzari Wood Studios, you know? All right. Greetings, kings and queens, gods and goddesses, all of you stars wrapped in skin. I pray that all of you have had an amazing day today. And in case nobody has told you today that they love you, let me be the first to say that I love you to life. You are loved, cherished, and appreciated, and appreciate your existence. For everybody who has been following and tuning in every week, appreciate you. You already know what's going on. For everybody who's new, first tuning in, welcome to Greens and Things. And what this is just regular people with super duper abilities and talents coming together to go ahead and create community, provide new content, new worlds for you. And at the end of the day, you know, have a good conversation. So with that said, the guest that we have on today is my man Jay Solstice. So before I even get him on here, like the edification got to be right for the young king, right? So my first time meeting him, I saw him on stage. Saw this man on stage rapping, performing, and the vibe was, how do I put it? It was divine. At the end of the day, it was him and his man Zen Stokely, part of Zen Soul, the duo. But afterwards, man, I was able to chop it up with him. And since then, you know, especially since COVID and everything, we've been able to really work on our worlds musically, get everything together, and now come back to share something for you. I've been inspired by this man and his music. The bars is fire. Started off as a poet. I remember going to the Poetry Lounge out there in LA. And that was my first real like experience with something like that, and it was beautiful. So nonetheless, man, y'all welcome my man Jay Solstice.
Peace.
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing well, brother. Peace, everybody. You know, for those that don't know who I am, like the brother said, I go by Jay Solstice. I'm a young MC, you know, from the SoCal area, LA, and yeah, it's a blessing to be here and connect with everybody.
Indeed. So y'all already know where we're going. Go ahead and just tell the world. I know you just told us, you know, you were MC from Cali, but go ahead and just tell us a little bit more about you. Like who is Jay Solstice, y'all?
Man, honestly, I'm just someone who wants to inspire people to become the best version of themselves, man. And like, you know, I'm at a point now in my life, you know, where even though I'm very young, I was like raised by two parents who told me to, you know what I mean, kind of, you know, master the person who I am. You get what I'm saying? So like at a very young age, I was always thinking outside of the box. I was always in my deep thoughts, you know what I mean? Thinking one day I could change the world with, you know, with my words or inspiring somebody to, like I said, be a better version of themselves. Right. And as I got older, you know, I got into my art. Actually, I was raised in the hip hop culture since birth. You know, my mom was actually like a really awesome like break dancer back in like the early 2000s. Her brother, I have my uncle, her brother, he was like a really well-known underground DJ back in like the 90s, early 2000s as well. So by the time I came out the womb, man, that's all I knew. You know what I mean? Was hip hop. And I started as a b-boy myself, you know, doing head spins, popping, locking, all that. And then my mom, when I was, I want to say 12 years old, for those of you who know who Mos Def is, you know what I mean? Shout out to the God Mos Def.
Indeed.
She took me to a Mos Def concert. You know, Mos Def is one of the most prestige pristine MCs known on this earth. You know what I mean? And that changed my whole life because I saw how the way he was able to control a crowd. And, you know, I wanted to be just like that. Not like him, but like, you know, be my own version of what he was doing.
Right.
And ever since then, man, I just been writing, you know, like you said, I've been a poet, you know what I mean? That's just been in me. I've loved writing down my thoughts and sharing them with people. And even if one person relates, that's still one person. You know what I mean? So that's all that matters to me. So yeah, started writing poetry, got more serious into it in high school. I actually went to a performing arts school. So that my audition was a poem.
I like that.
Yeah, it was tight. It was tight. And like that's what it was, man. Like, I mean, of course you had your, you know, your basic curriculum. You know, you had to get by with the math, science, English, history, all the necessary subjects. But like all my electives was just art, man. Music production, poetry, club, guitar lessons. Like that was my school. You know what I mean? So I loved, yeah. So like, man, shout out to the School of Arts, man, because that was like one of the dopest experiences I could have had at a young age.
Right.
You know, because it kind of formed me into who I am even now. Because like once I got into poetry, I started competing in slams. You know what I mean?
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, I was competing in some slams, man. Like, I was part of a team called Say Word LA. You know, I was by the time I was a senior, I was considered one of the top 10 youth poets in like Southern California. Or yeah, it said Southern California on like file. So I was like, cool. You know what I mean? And you know, I ended up leaving the poetry slam, like the whole environment, because I understood slowly the politics behind it. You know what I mean? Just like in anything. So I felt like I was just kind of limited. So I knew I was like an MC, you know what I mean? I can speak to a crowd however I choose to and talk about anything, you know, and have people relate to me. So I decided to transfer that to a beat, you know, and go full on into that. And by the time I graduated high school, I got into just meeting, networking with people. You know, I moved to the Bay. I moved up north to Oakland for a couple of years. I was going to school out there, and up there is when I really like started owning my craft, because I was going to open mics consistently, constantly. You know what I mean? Meeting new rappers. People were surprised that I could freestyle off the top. You know what I mean? Like, it was just so dope to have that experience and have that fun. So when I came back down here, I ended up meeting, like you said, my brother Zen Stokely through mutual homies. And me and him decided to collab on just a couple tracks. It wasn't even a talk about a group. It was just like, hey, let's collab on a couple tracks, see what happens. Those two tracks turned into a project, and that project turned into the group. You know what I mean? So that's where we are now. You know, a few years later, we're still doing our thing. You know, right now we just dropped a project, like you said. It's called Blending In with our brother. He's a producer from the East Coast, I believe. I want to say Maine. Like, yeah, some random producer from Maine. Yeah, you don't hear any producers from Maine.
Not at all.
But yeah, he goes by Jay Wisdom. This this dope young kid. I believe he just turned 20 this year.
Shout out Jay.
Yeah, he just produced our whole project, man. So shout out to him. And yeah, we're not stopping anytime soon. You know, our goal is to continue to network, continue to build, inspire, and grow, bro. And you know, of course, grow into our individual selves. You know, I'm actually working on like a solo project. So is my brother Zen. You know, I have actually like my first official single that I'll probably be dropping, you know, within the next month. So I'm excited for that.
I like that. I like to hear that.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what That's me, man.
I love that. I love that. Yo, y'all in for a treat. So with that said, to my next question, right? So I know you gave a quick synopsis on the beginning, the Big Bang Theory of Jay Solstice till now, right? Um, what song or experience in particular made you know or flip that switch like, yo, music is it? Like, was there a song or what? Like, what was that?
I mean, shoot. That's a very good. No one has ever asked me that question, like that spark question. Like, man. Yeah, because even when I saw like I said, when I saw Mos Def live in concert, like I was writing, but at that time, like I said, I knew it was a hobby. I didn't see it as me saying this is what I want to do as a purpose.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is like, I knew it was a hobby, like I said, but like I want to say like 14, 15. I think honestly, I want to say like Kendrick Lamar, because I was just a big Kendrick Lamar fan. Like in high school, that's almost all I listened to, and I think it was like a project that he had dropped called Section 80, and it was like a track. It was a couple of tracks on there. One was called Rigor Mortis, and another one was called High Power.
Both of them fire.
Yeah, so like, and then ever since then, like I've been like a Kendrick Lamar fanatic, man. Like every song he drops, I just feel it in my soul, like, and like I just that's what really clicked for me, man. And then I found out like he's LA native, you know what I mean? So it's like I remember walking with my mom down in downtown LA, and he was just happened to be around, like just chilling. And he looked at me and was like, "Peace, peace, king." He told my mom, "Peace, queen." And I was like, "What the heck?" You know what I mean? Like he was like outside of some hotel, but like he didn't have to like acknowledge us at all,
right?
So I'm just like, damn, this brother is down to earth, humble, and he's like a rap god in his own ways, and is like top tier rap god. So I'm like, man, like that shit is, I want to be that, you know what I mean? And yeah, I think like just listening to Section 80 specifically, and then of course the rest of the projects, like what really like solidified like me saying this is my purpose was listening to his whole project To Pimp a Butterfly. That was it for me, bro. Like once I heard that, I was like, it's over. Like I was like, he either ruined people like hopes and self-esteems, or lit a fire under them.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of people probably said like, man, I can't compete with this. I'm about to, like, what the heck? And it's not about competition. Like that's the thing. Like, yeah, it's about, trying to be the best version of you. Like I said, like it's not like I say, like it's like when I perform, right? I'm like, it's not about what someone did before me or after me. It's what I do.
Facts.
You know what I mean? What am I gonna do with the mic? Well, so it's like I can't worry about what other people are doing, and that's like one of my secret powers. You know what I mean? Is just focusing on me.
I like that.
Yeah.
So Kendrick, and the evolution of his albums was the spark, and okay. I like that. All right, bet. All right. So my next question. Who would you love to? I'm sorry. Actually, what is the crazy experience that you've ever had in the studio?
Oh dang! In a stew?
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. I've actually been to a lot of studios, dude. Like, just cause like trying to find, the sound I want, or maybe build a relationship or whatever it is. The craziest experience. Shoot. I want to say I was like, this was before I even got into linking with Zen. I want to say this was like when I was just when I was studio hopping on my own, 18, 19 years old. I remember I came to this one studio and like the guy had it like in his kid's bedroom or something. Like the mic, like I respected it, you know what I mean? Like it's cool, but like he had the whole setup in his kid's room, and his kids were in there in and out because that's their room.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I was just like, man, like I was just like, okay, bro, like this is something, you know.
That's different, indeed.
Yeah, that was probably the crazy experience. And then like I said, the kids, man, like I was just it wasn't I didn't feel like disrespected or anything, but I was just like, bro, like it's funny because like in like the photo like that he uses to like for promotion and stuff, like you would think like he takes like it's all about angles, you know what I mean? So I was like, oh, that looks cool. You know what I mean? I go in and I'm like thinking the mic's somewhere, not in the kid's room.
Right.
So yeah, that was probably the crazy experience, alone. As Zen Soul, the crazy experience I had was like me and my boy Zen walking into a studio and someone had asked me if I was just the hype man. You know what I mean? Like that has happened a few times.
Wow.
Just cause like as a duo, you know what I mean? Especially we're two different people for those that, know a little bit about us personally. Like he's a very, very out there extrovert, and I'm a very like calm, down to earth introvert. That's why we mix so well because we bring out the best out of each other. He brings me up and I calm him down.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And that's how we even do it with our sound because
y'all do.
Because like my a fan of us told us recently, he's like, man, Zen takes people up to space and Solstice brings them back down to earth. You know what I mean?
It's like the sun and the moon,
man, straight up, bro. But yeah, like people have thought I've been a hype man, or like for those that don't know anything about us and invite us into spaces, just because like maybe I don't look like a typical rapper, or maybe I carry like I said, a more reserved like demeanor about myself,
Right.
But at the same time, like I've kind of enjoyed that artist surprise, you know what I mean? Because like regardless of what you like assume out of me, when you hear me spit, when you hear these lyrics, you're gonna be like, damn, you know what I mean?
Right. Yo, y'all need to after the show, y'all go to his IG and check out his lyrical exercises. Just that alone, and then get into the music on the streaming platforms. But man,
appreciate it, man. Yeah, that lyrical exercises. That's just me trying to sharpen my skills, man.
Facts. And it'd be so divine, man. It's like when you hear it, it's like reading in particular like scriptures at a particular time in your life, man. It's just like how you flow. Like you said, it's down to earth, it's soulful. And what you talking about, man, you speaking to the higher self. So, like I said, y'all in for a gem. Y'all in for a treat. All right, so for the next question. What artist would you love to work with right now?
Man, artists that I would love to work with.
If you can't just pick one, two.
Man, that's a very hard question because I listen to a lot of people. But of course Kendrick, you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't I don't even know if he's still working. So I don't even know if I could say Kendrick. I don't know what he's up to, but like one of my favorite artists out right now probably would be like Anderson .Paak.
He's dope.
For those who don't know who that is, it's a soulful brother. Look him up. Yeah, probably like Anderson .Paak or
Y'all niggas got me hot.
You know, maybe a producer. You know what I mean? I probably like would want to work with I don't know, probably I want to say Madlib. For those that don't know, Madlib is a really, really, you know what I mean, legendary producer.
Indeed.
You know, has worked with Freddie Gibbs, MF Doom. Rest in peace to MF Doom. You know what I mean? So like, man, there's so many names, bro. To be honest, there's so many names going in my head. Like honestly, like I'd probably say J. Cole too, because I'm a big fan of J. Cole. You know,
Facts.
I just found out that he's gonna be dropping an album soon, so I'm like excited for that.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Bet. I love that. Kendrick, Anderson .Paak, Cole, Madlib, and that's the first time somebody ever said a producer. So I like that. New perspective.
I mean, did you say rapper though?
No, I just said artist.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I took it as like I was even gonna drop like a visual, like I was gonna drop someone behind the camera, like you know what I mean? Like
I like that.
When you say artist,
who would you work with behind the camera? Now that you say that.
Man. Probably I believe he goes by I believe he goes by Cole Bennett. He's like one of the top videographers out right now.
Cole Bennett. I heard the name.
Yeah, like his tag is I think it's Lyrical Lemonade. Yeah, like he works with a lot of like mainstream artists. Mm-hmm. Like, but if I had the bread, like if I just say, yo, let's like here's the track, here's the money, let's make a dope video, that will probably be my best video ever that I can ever possibly drop. Just cause like his like directing skills, his visual effects, the way he breaks things down to like match your story of what you're saying is like on point.
That's deep. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. That's dope. Really capture the essence of what you're saying and who you are. I like that. Okay. All right. So next question. Moving forward. But actually, yeah. So just go ahead and let the world know. I know you said something earlier, but just go ahead and remind them rather of any projects or anything that's just been released, working on, coming out in the future. What's going on, and where to find you, of course.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I said, man, we dropped a project recently called Blending In, produced by our brothers Jay Wisdom. You could just look it up on all streaming platforms, Zen Soul, and you could look us up everywhere, Zen Soul Music, YouTube, you know what I mean, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We actually we just collabed with like a production company called Water the Plants. They're like they're kind of like a collective that like supports, like it's like artists support artists type of thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they have this series called Shot in the Dark, where basically artists come and perform their tracks as an acapella. You know what I mean? So that me and my brother Zen got invited and got to perform a little track, and it's cool because it's in a very like intimate space. Like it felt like, you know what it really felt like? It felt like the Poetry Lounge, bro. How like the spotlight, the dim lights, all right on top of you. You know what I mean? Like, one take and just express yourself. You know what I mean? So you could check our episode out. Just look up Water the Plant, Zen Soul. It should pop up. And we're actually working on a project right now with a brother of ours. I won't say his name because he's trying to keep it low key with his producer name at the moment. But there's some fire going on, man, or being created. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm dropping a single soon, bro. Like I'm excited because I have yet to drop anything independently, like as an individual artist.
Right.
Everything that I have out, you know, is represents Zen Soul, and it's not, and it has. I've never seen that as a bad thing, but at the same time, you know, I do want people to know who Jay Solstice is as an artist, because me and Zen didn't come together and become dope artists. We were already dope artists that came together.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and I know he's doing the same thing. Like, I have people who will watch my lyrical exercises and say, "Man, is this song out?" And I gotta tell them, "Nah, you know, maybe one day."
Right.
You know, and since then I'm like, man, I need to turn these into songs. You know what I mean? Because I'm at a point now where I'm very, very comfortable with my style. And it's only evolving and it's only maturing because of experience, obviously. And someone that told me recently, like commented on actually one of my little posts and had said something about like you rap like you're having a one-on-one conversation with the listener. You know, so like when I heard that, bro, I was just like, man, that's how I feel, bro. Cause like most of the time I'm writing and I'm thinking about, you know, what I'm going through. And like I said, I know someone can relate. And even if it is that one person, that's all that matters to me. You know what I mean? And I know, you know, we are going through some crazy times, obviously, right now. You know what I mean? So much is going on with COVID and, you know, racial justice. You know what I'm saying? So like right now, this is the time where the artists need to be who they are, you know what I mean, and represent themselves in the best way that they can for their communities.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how I was raised. Like I said, I grew up in the hip hop culture. Like I don't consider hip hop something that I just happen to like. Like, no, this is a way of life for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like people don't even know what hip hop is. And I like to educate people on that as well. And that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. I love that. I love that. Zen Soul and Jay Solstice, man. Y'all go ahead and follow so y'all can tap in. My man about to drop his first single.
Yeah. I'll drop the name. You know what I mean? It's called I Got a Question. It actually it is a feature. There is a feature on it. One of my boys, he goes by Johnny Bars.
Johnny Bars, huh?
Johnny Bars, yeah, you probably like seen him around in the social world. Yeah, so yeah, it's my boy Johnny Bars, really, really dope MC. You know what I mean? I started writing and I was like, you know what, like I could hear my boy Johnny Bars on this. You know what I mean? And because like the song is long, like it's like about 4 minutes. I have 2 verses on it. I was gonna write a third, and I was like, you know what, if I don't have to force it, you know, and still have somebody dope on here, then let me do that. And he was the first name that popped into my brain, and like when I heard what he laid on the track, it like exceeded everything that I was thinking about. You know, and you know you're about to drop some heat when that happens.
Right.
We actually just shot a video for it as well. So when I drop this song, I'm gonna drop the video the same day.
Yo, y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Y'all got. I told y'all got gems coming y'all way. What's up? I told y'all. Yo, I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that a lot. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited for that single. Let's see.
Yeah, man. I almost wanna like send it to you, but it's up to you, man. It's up to you if you want to wait.
That's up to you, yo.
Because I do, you know, because like I said, like it's my first ever anything being put out outside of Zen Soul, you know. So I have sent it to some homies, you know, just because of I'm excited. Out of excitement, you know what I mean? I've sent it to people and they're like, bro, like what? Like, so I'll probably we'll talk after, man, because we'll see.
Yeah, I feel like Christmas coming. Yo, y'all see this? Oh, yeah, I'm excited for that. Thank you. Yeah, we'll definitely talk. Oh, so with that said, I got a question. Sativa or indica?
Oh shit. It's crazy, bro, because most of my friends like mess with sativa more, but I gotta say indica.
Why indica?
I don't know, bro. I just feel like personally, like sativa doesn't really do nothing for me at this point.
That's not my first time hearing that. That's interesting.
What about you though?
I like sativa just because I'm normally cool, calm, and collective. Yet I've been doing hybrids.
You know what? Yeah, I gotta say I've been doing hybrids as well more.
Yeah, and those are it's a good medium, especially depending on which strain. So.
Cause I'm actually naturally calm as well. You know what I mean? I feel like, wait, if I'm not mistaken, are you? Wait, no, you're not a Cancer, right?
I have a Cancer moon.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I knew there was a Cancer like in, cause I'm also a Cancer moon, but I'm a Cancer sun as well.
Double Cancer.
Like, you know, I'm actually a triple Cancer. So like, yeah, it's a trip, bro.
we gonna talk.
Yeah. So I'm naturally, calm. Like I said, very reserved. And like when I started smoking, like I like I said, most of my friends were heavy on sativa, and it was cool for a while. But like I'm at a point now where I just like to be like in a really, really relaxed state all around. You know what I'm saying?
Indica would definitely do that.
You feel me? Yeah, man. Cause like, yeah. I mean that, and then plus like Zen is more on indica as well. So like as a duo, that's just what we.
Right.
That's just what we have most of the time.
Right. Zoning off the endo. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so indica it is for my man Jay Solstice. And then the last thing, man, just if there's any perspective, guidance, suggestion, perspective that you can give to artists, inspiring artists, or just people in general on connecting their passion with their life, creating that lifestyle, as you said.
I would just say, be the person you are online, offline as well. There's a lot of us who only show, our best moments online. Which isn't a bad thing at all. Which isn't a bad thing. We want to see each other's success.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then what we're doing that we think brings us joy and happiness. But at the same time, authenticity is what lasts. So for me, as like someone who's looking, you know what I mean, at an artist, I want to connect with you on all levels. You know what I mean? That's how you're going to inspire me. If you're the same person offline as you are online, you're saying what you mean, but you're backing it up by meaning what you're saying.
Right.
You know what I mean? Your actions are speaking just as loud as your words. Everything's in a line. You're living out your truth daily. You know what I mean? And like that's what I would say to anybody, because we're all heavy on most of us are heavy on social media. You know what I mean? Some of us take social media breaks, which is necessary as well. And I know a lot of people, bro, where I'm a fan of their art, but I don't mess with the person. You know what I mean? Just because like that's just not who they are. Right. You know what I mean? They talk about things they probably don't live through, or they, put on a front to, like I said, oppose, or please somebody. So yeah, just do that. And then, in order to create a passion, I feel like you have to have a purpose in what you're doing. You know what I mean? You have to align your purpose with your passion. And like, I feel like people don't do that anymore. They have a passion, but there's no goal, there's no path. You know what I mean? They don't know where they're going with it. And like for me, of course, I was young, and when I started doing this, I'm still very young, but like I was younger to the point where I can say things have changed. Now, because what happens is after you develop that purpose, it's not just about talent and skill, it's also about discipline. You know what I'm saying? The drive, everybody knows about the drive and the hunger and the determination, but the only thing that matters at that point is discipline, and consistency
to maintain that.
Anybody could get somewhere, but does it last? You know what I mean? Like, you could buy a new car today, but you gotta pay the car payment, make the car payment. You know what I mean? So it's like you still gotta, like, you could buy a house, but you still gotta pay the mortgage. You know what I mean? Unless you pay it off quickly. But like, there's just steps to doing things that, like, if a lot of us took the time to, properly plan, and go through the ups and the downs. You know what I mean? Because it really is about the journey itself. You know what I mean? Like, I have homies that haven't seen me, or not seen me, but heard of me in a while, who will randomly find me through Facebook and connect on my Instagram and be like, "Damn, bro, you still rapping? Like, that's what's up." I'm like, "Man, I appreciate you, bro. Welcome aboard." You know what I mean? Like, see, you're a part of my journey now. Because most of the time we don't live through people's art, we live through their lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, we're fans of their music, but we don't follow them because we want to hear their next song. We follow them because we want to see what they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And just, stay focused. You know what I mean? Keep that same determination as you had when you started. You know what I mean? And know that at the end of the day, it's about your art, and it's about your happiness and what brings you joy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't like what you're doing, or you don't love what you're doing, or you're not happy with what you're doing, then there's no point in doing it.
Facts.
Because that's like, that's the only thing that matters in this world is, your happiness. The only thing that matters in my life with my world is my happiness. You know what I mean? And it's like, I feel like a lot of people forget that. You know what I mean? Of course, we rely on others to bring us that feeling. And it's like, happiness is an inside job, G. But yeah, and don't be afraid to reach out and network. You know what I mean? That's what it's about too, building, connecting. I met you through performing, and we've networking and building. You know what I mean? And it's even better when you connect with like-minded individuals. You know what I'm saying? Because then it's deeper than the actual rap itself. You know what I mean? I know a lot of homies I'm cool with, on the artist level, but as a person, like, there's no conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
A lot of people aren't. It's not that they aren't deep. It's that they're, they just don't allow themselves to get to that point because everything is small talk now.
Quick thrill,
man. That's what we're in. We're in the age of sensationalism. You know what I mean? So it's like everything is a sensation. And like, I remember in one of my lyrical exercises, I said, I was like, I've been doing this before, you had Instagram, you couldn't microwave the culture just for instant fans. You know what I mean? So it's like,
I told y'all gems, right? Okay,
Yeah, man. I mean, I when I write personally, I don't like I don't want to like write something just to fill it in. You know what I mean? I like to make everything like stand out to where you're like, damn, I gotta listen to that back and hear everything this man is saying, because like that's where I'm at. You know what I mean? I like to drop gems, bro.
Facts.
You know what I mean? I like to drop some gems on people, and it's not even like for me, it's for you.
Indeed.
You know what I mean? It's for anybody who can relate. And then, you know, at the end of the day, be the energy that you seek. You know, that's what it comes down to. Especially as an artist, you know what I mean? We get our inspiration from outside sources and each other. But like I said, it's about the people you keep around you, because you turn into what you're tuned into, right? So if you're around people that are keeping you on some low vibrations, what's gonna happen? You know what I mean?
Facts.
It's like moldy food getting around some fresh food. It's like, we know what's gonna happen to the fresh food.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's really, really about who you keep around you with. And like you said earlier, I forgot what you said exactly, but you know, about a team. I remember it was something about a team. You know what I mean? You go alone, something, and you said about something about a team.
Oh, but if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Go together, exactly. And that's real. You know what I mean? Because like, I don't regret meeting my brother Zen and creating Zen Soul, because like I said, we've only been able to, you know, connect and elevate each other and push through, you know, walls that maybe we, not to say we couldn't reach alone, but we know how far we can go together.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And someone had told me recently, they had saw like a video of me and, you know, Zen spitting or something through one of our old posts on our group page, and they were like, man, it's like, he's like, it's like you guys give the listener a choice, like how Morpheus gives Neo a choice. You know what I mean? Between the two pills.
That's cold.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, they're like, man, it's almost like you guys are giving people a choice, or like you're opening that door.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like, all they got to do is walk through. So I'm like, man, everything has been confirmation, bro. I can honestly say that everything has been confirmation for me.
Right.
And nothing happens by accident. You know what I'm saying? I don't meet people by accident. I don't have genuine connections by accident. You know, because like, I don't talk to people just for small talk. You know, if we're gonna build, we're gonna build. If we want to talk, we're gonna talk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how I am personally. Like, if I wanted to talk about something that adds no value to anything, then, you know, I might chime in a couple words, but I ain't gonna like sit on it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You're more listening than anything.
I got better things to do, and like, you know, creating, or, you know, or working on something. Cause like, now I feel like now we're getting into an age, bro, where like artists are starting to become so multi-talented. You know what I mean? He might make beats and rhyme, and rap, you know, spit right down the rhymes. That's where I'm at. That's why, you know, I started producing. So I started making beats, man. I mean, they're not to the point where I could like sell somebody a beat right now and feel confident, but like, I'm getting into that process and I'm enjoying it. You know what I mean? And that's what I want to tell artists too, man. Don't limit yourself. Don't limit your creativity. You know what I mean? And understand that creativity is wellness.
Say that again. Go ahead.
Creativity is wellness.
I said gems, right? Okay.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, yo. Ooh, creativity is wellness. I love that. Yo, Loki don't even want to sign out. Let's just cut it off on that. Creativity is wellness. So, we ain't gonna do that. But like I said, go ahead and follow my man Jay Solstice, Zen Soul. As you can see, it's a universe, you know, and y'all should tap into it. Y'all should tap into the verse. So thank you, brother. I appreciate your existence, man. I love you to life. Thank you for just blessing us with your energy, perspective, and your time, man. Thank you so much.
Man, appreciate you, brother. Thank you, for having me. Yeah. Nah, I love, building. Like I said, I love building. I love talking about, what I mean, things that I feel like matter. You know what I'm saying? So if I could, help somebody, guide them in the right direction, find some peace, spread some light, that's what matters. You know what I mean? My name, I'll say my my government name. I actually have a very unique name. My name is Jair. It actually means the one who sees light. You know what I'm saying? So
Jair.
That's me. You know what I mean? I'm the one who sees light in everything. And that's what my mom, she told me, the dark doesn't destroy the light, it only defines it, right?
Facts.
So that's where I'm at. And then it's so dope because like with Zen Soul, that's just balance right there.
Yo, you already know how I feel about that. I love that. You already know.
Yeah, man.
So indeed, yo, thank you, man. This has been beautiful. I think people really gonna love this episode, man. Thank you so much. It's one of my favorites. So yeah, with that said, yo, to the audience, we love y'all. Love y'all to life. Until next week. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah. That was soulful, brother. I appreciate you,
man. Man, good looking, fam. Hey, yo, but I'm serious. Like, I'm still down to like shoot me your email. I probably have it, but if you could shoot it to me again, I'm down to send you the track, bro.
Peep it indeed. Out. Yo, actually, I'm gonna send you my email. Shoot me your number as well.
All right, yeah, I'll shoot you the beat and the number.
Indeed, man. Let's tap in. Appreciate you blessing me with a early Christmas gift, yo, early summer gift. I appreciate it.
For sure.
Thank you. So I'll tap in with you. We still got to talk about that triple cancer and all of that. Yo, we got shit to build on.
Sounds good, bro. Appreciate you.
Indeed. So I'll definitely circle back with you. I love you to life, man. Have a beautiful night.
Likewise, bro. Peace.
Peace.